There is a silent war happening right now, and most people, they don't even know that they are in it. In your pocket, there is a device, and inside it, there are apps designed to compete for one thing: your attention. Because every second that you are online, you are for sale, and they show you ads by analyzing your personal data. This is called the attention economy. If you put this phone down, the biggest companies in the world will lose a lot of money. To prevent that from happening, they hired the best psychologists and engineers on the planet to find your weak points, and they focus on one molecule in your brain that by itself can make you scroll, click, and watch videos for hours. Your time, your focus, your mind, packaged and sold to the highest bidder, all for one molecule, the dopamine. The dopamine is a chemical that controls the electrical activities of neurons. It is responsible for pleasure, desire, motivation, and your sense of time. When it is released, it shifts your attention, pulling you toward whatever trigger it. And once those companies figure out how to trigger it, they build entire system to keep you coming back again and again. My generation is being rewired to crave things that don't really matter and ignore the ones that do. We scroll instead of talk. We want the next thing before we have finished the last one. We are not addicted because we are weak. We are addicted because the system was built to make us that way. But what they build, we can break. This is not about quitting all the social media. It's about resetting your brain, reclaiming your focus, and remembering what it feels like to just be present without constantly being distracted. So watch this video till the end. This is my plan to save my generation from the dopamine addiction. Dopamine is not just the pleasure molecule like people might say it. It's much more than that. It is the chemical that drives motivation. It is what makes you chase things, not just enjoy them. For example, scrolling on your phone, eating something that you like, working on something, they all release dopamine. The most important thing is your brain links those bursts to survival, so it learns. If this makes you feel good, it's gonna trigger you to get more of it. Your energy, your mood, your focus, all of these are shaped by how much dopamine is moving through your system right now. It is what gets you out of your bed in the morning. It is what helps you study, go to the gym, work on something, or it is what makes you quit too. Your brain has a baseline level of dopamine. Think of it like a tank. When you wake up, it starts filling slowly. The small rise above your baseline is your morning motivation. But what you do in the first hour after you wake up sets the tone for the whole day. If you serve yourself a bowl of sugar cereal and you put on Netflix and you scroll on TikTok all at once, that's a dopamine bomb. Your brain loves it. But what follows is a crash. You'll dip below your baseline and feel drained, unmotivated, and maybe a little anxious. And that's usually at that moment you try to get something real done. Go study, go work on something, hit the gym. Good luck, because when dopamine is low, motivation drops. Your brain remembers where it get the last hit, the screen, the sugar, scroll on the social media, so this is where it wants to go back. And here's the part that makes it a trap. Dopamine is not really about pleasure, it's about the pursuit. The anticipation of a reward releases more dopamine than the reward itself. That's why just thinking about your phone gives you a hit, which drops, so you crave more, so you pick it up again and again. Over time, you need more stimulation to feel less. Your baseline drops and your receptors are dull. That video that would have made you laugh last year barely gets a reaction now. Why? Because you have seen 50 just like it today. You are not addicted to dopamine itself. You are addicted to the hope of it. You are chasing the possibility of feeling good, not the feeling itself. Just like a gambler is not addicted to winning, but the chance of winning. So those who are cooking poorly every week, they know what I'm talking about. And slowly, the range of things that make you happy shrinks. Music, real conversation, even relationship. They can all start to feel flat. That is not you. That's your dopamine system being hijacked. And the brightest minds in Silicon Valley, they studied exactly how to do that. Infinite scroll, valuable rewards, push notification, none of them happened by accident. It was all engineered. So this is not a fight against yourself, it's a fight against the world you were dropped into. You don't need more willpower, you need a better strategy because you are not lazy, you are just overstimulated. So here are some strategies that you can start implementing today that will help you fight the system back. The first hour after you wake up is sacred. It's your brain's natural reset window. But most people check their phone, they scroll, they eat sugar, and they stimulate themselves before they have even stood up properly. The result is that your dopamine baseline gets flooded before the day has even started. Your brain now expects everything else to feel just as good, but guess what? It won't. So studying, working out, exercising, doing something good, they feel like pain by comparison. Now let's flip the formula. For the first 60 minutes of the day, no phone, no sugar, no media, just silence. Some water or maybe a shot of walk, or for those you are journaling, you can also do that too. It will feel boring at first, but after a few days your clarity starts coming back because we have trained ourselves to get dopamine for free. Open TikTok, scroll, get a hit, no effort needed. So we need to flip the formula. You can earn your dopamine now. You work out first, then Netflix. You study first, then school. You create first, then you consume. By doing that, you are training your brain to connect pleasure with effort instead of escape. Multitasking is not productive. It's a lie that we tell ourselves. Biologically, we can't do multiple things at once. What you're actually doing is switching up between things constantly. And every switch costs you energy. It's called the switching cost. And your brain pays it every time without you noticing. So if you are working and you have YouTube running at the back, your phone is open and you are chatting with your friends, that is not efficiency. That's a cognitive chaos. And the more you do it, the more your brain gets used to being distracted until deep focus starts to feel impossible. Because each time you jump from one task to another, your brain has to stop, reset, refocus, and re-engage. You may not feel it, but it is draining your energy very, very fast. So let me ask you a question. When was the last time you stayed quiet for like 30 minutes, let alone 1 hour? Boredom is not the enemy. We run from it because we are scared of what's inside. But that silence is where your clarity lives, your creativity, your original thoughts. Every day now, try 10 minutes of doing nothing. No content, no scrolling, no distraction. Just sit, walk, or breathe. Just let your brain reset. At first, you will feel bored, but if you stay for a little longer, you will feel a lot better. Your dopamine baseline begins to rise and you will start enjoying life again like we did when we were kids. The flow is what dopamine addiction pretends to be, but the flow, it is real. It's what happens when you focus so deeply that everything else disappears. No phone, no noise, just the work and yourself. It's not just dopamine, it's endorphins, it's a lot of chemicals that your brain releases to make you feel good. You don't find flow by doing what's easy. You find it just outside your comfort zone by doing something that gets you to work harder, right? That hard task that you keep avoiding, that's the door. Set a timer, kill every distraction, and go all in. At first, there is resistance, then you are in. Time warps, ideas click, and you feel alive. You don't need a full detox. You just need to stop leaking your energy into things that give nothing back. Protect your morning, earn your rewards, focus on one thing at a time, and sit in silence until your brain remembers what peace feels like. You are not addicted to your phone, you are addicted to easy reward. So break that loop and you will get your focus back, your drive back, and yourself back. That was Carl. Thanks for watching. See you next time.